Hi, I'm Carly Cornell.
And I'm Harvey Cornell, and we are Dragon Phoenix Games.
Today we want to introduce you to our cooperative adaptation of Terraforming Mars with the Venus Next expansion. Thank you. We also want to thank one of our backer sponsors, Theo Clark. He is a very enthusiastic supporter, and we really appreciate your help, Theo.
Yeah, thanks, Theo.
So, you want to tell us about the objectives?
Okay, we've already done a cooperative expansion or adaptation for Terraforming Mars, and we didn't really know what to expect because we hadn't played Venus Next before we decided we were going to make the co-op. As it turns out, it was pretty easy to integrate. The main thing that is added is there's a board added to track terraforming progress on Venus, and there's some more cards added to the deck and a few more corporations, and that's most of what you get with the game. And as a consequence, our victory objectives are very similar to our Terraforming Mars, and so I'll repeat those for you to, for those of you who didn't see it, or to remind you. We're working together, but we have to get the oxygen percent all the way to the maximum on the track. We have to get the temperature all the way to the maximum on this track. We have to place all 9 of the ocean tiles that come in the base game. We also have to place a minimum of 9 greenery tiles and 9 cities. And in addition, we also have to get at least 9 plant tags.
Animals.
Animal tags, yes, animal tags. And then, because of the new Venus track, we also have to maximize the terraforming track for Venus. And we have 12 generations to do that in. And Carly will tell you about some of the other aspects of the game.
So the main changes that we've made are in the cards. We have a set of the cards that we are using for events. And we will pull out, this is the same mechanism that we're using in the cooperative adaptation of the base game. We pull out 1 event for the first 5 generations, 2 events for the next 5, and then 3 on subsequent ones. And it affects one or both of us depending upon where we are in the progression here, and that's all explained in the rules. We've taken out some of the events altogether that just don't seem right for a cooperative play.
Some of the cards, yeah.
Yeah, so some of the cards aren't played at all, and those are enumerated also. Other than that, the play is more or less as normal, and it's certainly very similar to our other cooperative adaptation. So we have played a few turns in. We're now in Generation 6. And we'll show you a couple of turns. And what's going on is I am playing one of the Venus corporations, and Harvey is playing one that is based on Mars. So I think it is Harvey's turn.
Okay, so I was going to start by playing my, I was going to play both of these this turn. Okay. So I'm going to start with a research outpost, okay, and that's going to cost 18, but I can use steel, so I'm going to use my 2 points of steel. So I only have to pay, it was 18, now, and they're worth 2, yeah, so this brings it down to 14, so 10, 14, and that does 2 things. It says that from now on, when I play a card, it costs 1 less to play it, but I also get to place a city tile.
Woohoo! That's our first city.
It's our second. I've already placed Ganymede
Colony. Oh, that's
Colony.
right, you did.
I got Ganymede Colony.
Yeah, I remember.
But I'm going to go over here to Pavonis Mons and get 1 titanium and 1 plant.
Cool.
To go with that. And then I have to put my little blue cube on there.
Excellent.
That's my first action. And my second, that's actually, I'm going to put that over here because that's one of the blue labels. And then, now that I got my, no, this one's actually here. Now I'm going to play mining rights, and since I have played this one already, now I get a discount on cards. This one will only cost me 8 instead of the 9 that's marked. So I'll pay that.
Cool.
And now actually it says I get to place the little shovel thing. I don't know if there is more than one. I've
Yes,
already placed
there's
one.
another.
Okay, I've already placed one. Okay, I've placed all 3 of these tags, and here I have another tag.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we go whole games that we don't place any tags, and he's just been placing tags right and left.
Yeah.
Fill up all our terrain.
Yeah, it says I place it on something and then I get production. So I'm going to place it on this steel marker so I can get steel production.
Heck yeah. Cool.
That's my 2 actions. You're up.
Okay. I'm gonna build a robotic workforce. That gives me a science tag, which I'm kind of piling up some science tags for my own private reasons, right? But that costs 9. Oops. And then what that says is I can copy the production box of one of my building cards. So I'm going to increase my plant production by 2 because I'm going to copy my designed microorganisms.
Here I thought I was a tree hugger and you've got more plant
I got
production
more
than I
plant
do.
production. Sometimes it just works out
You
that way.
gotta find the right cards, you know, that's...
Yep. So that's one action. I could... I'm short 1 bucket to be able to do that. I can do the next thing though. My next action, I'm going to build heat trappers. That reduces my heat production by 2, but increases my energy production. And cost me $6. And it is your turn.
And I'm gonna have to pass.
Okay. Well, I'm going to play with my dirigibles a little bit here. This is part of my Venus capability. I'm going to add a floater to this one using that card. And not quite. I think that's all I can do this turn. So, pass.
So we're done with the
Yeah.
action phase. Okay, so the next thing we do is, like usual, we take income
Mm-hmm.
to...
And I have 29 on that. No steel production, 1 titanium. Plants. Oh look, I'm going to be able to put in a greenery this time. Woohoo!
Okay,
2.
so then the next thing that happens, oh, you just poured almost all of them out, didn't you?
I didn't really mean to do that, it just sort of worked out that way. Okay.
Okay, so then we get events. Now, we're at the stage where we both get an event. I'm first player, so I get the first one. Big asteroid. I'll raise the temperature by 2 and remove up to 4 plants from a player. That's the second time they've hammered
that
my
has to be
plants.
yours? Because I have some too.
It's alright, I'm
Okay.
getting a bunch of plants this turn anyway.
Okay.
So it will not really affect me. But I get to raise the temperature by 2.
Oh, cool. That
Which-
raises your heat production.
Which is going to give me, that's not production, is it? It's just a is it a production
I
point?
think it, yeah.
Okay, so I get a production point of heat. I get 4 pieces of titanium. And because of the temperature increase, I get 2 points over there.
Sweet.
And that was my event. Now you get an event.
Okay. All right. Here goes nothing. Increase my heat production 1 step and gain 3 heat.
From what was the event?
an imported GHG.
Greenhouse gas.
So greenhouse gas, so I've got, this, it just arrived from space. What a treat. So I get 3 heats and increase my production. As you can see, I've got plenty of that, so I'm gonna be doing that.
So we're
this
gonna
turn
move
too.
over to generation 7, and Carly's gonna
Okay.
be first.
Okay,
We need to look
take
at our
cards.
4 cards.
Alright. Okay,
I got a lot of freaking titanium.
reset that. Okay, so we're ready to go again. I am going to, oh yeah, I do too.
I'm playing 2 really big cards this turn,
Cool.
but that's it.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm actually gonna get to do a plant thingy this turn. Greenery.
Yeah, I'm gonna build hydrogen to Venus. It says raise Venus 1 step. Let's see, that costs 11. I should probably.
And that gives
pay
you
for
a
it
draw
first.
card. That has a draw card.
Oh, it does say that. Isn't that nice? Okay, take a card. And then this is add 1 floater to a Venus card for each Jovian tag you have. And I have 1 Jovian tag, which isn't fabulous, but I'll put a floater here. And that is, I think that's that. Because that's just an event thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1. And then, oh, I drew a Venus card. The Neutralizer Factory. Ooh, cool. All right. So here's an interesting one. This says that it requires Venus to be at 10%, but then I can increase Venus a step. The Morningstar Inc., which is my corporation, allows me to be within 2 steps plus or minus on a Venus requirement. So that means that I can do that because we're at 8. I'm only 1 step away. So I'm going to go ahead and build this card. That costs 7. Oop, oop. And that
Raise Venus.
raises Venus a step. So now it really is at 10%. Woo!
Mm.
So, your turn.
All right.
Show us what you got.
Okay. Let's start with beam from a thorium asteroid. I have to have 1 Jovian tag, and I do. And so it's going to cost 32, but I can use titanium. And I get, it's only 31 because I have a card that says that all of my cards cost 1 less. So I need 31, 28, 25, 22, 19, 16, 13, 10, minus 6, 4. So I only need to pay 4 from this one.
Woohoo!
To put
that's
this beam from a
Ton
thorium
of
asteroid.
titanium.
And that gives me 3 heat production and 3 energy production,
Awesome.
which is a pretty significant bump here.
Yeah.
And my other play will be an ice asteroid
Well, those are fun.
for 23, minus 1 for my discount is 22. That's 2 really big cards.
Yeah.
That allows me to place 2 ocean tiles.
Cool.
And I happen to have this other card that says anytime I place an ocean tile, I get 2 plants.
Nice.
Anytime anyone places an ocean tile.
Okay.
So I'm going to place
Nice.
this one here, and that gives me 2 plants, and this one gives me 2 plants, so that's 4 plants right there. And then I'm going to put, I'll put this one on here, and that's got a plant, and that gives me 2 more plants.
Lots of planties.
I told you I was going to get lots of plants this turn, but that's 2 actions, so it's back to you.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and spend some of this stuff that I've got. I've got 8 heat units here to raise the temperature one.
Oh, now, when I place ocean tiles,
Oh yeah,
I
you
get
get,
2 points on here, right?
yep. Okay, so I'm gonna raise the heat by 1. That gives me 1. And then I am going to build a greenery. We are a little behind on our greenery production here. I'll put that out. Let's see. I'll put it here and get a couple more planties because, well, you know, wouldn't hurt.
And you get to put a little red cube on it.
Yup. There we go. Now I'm starting to build on Mars. You know, I've been a little distracted with Venus. But that's 2 actions, so it's your turn again.
Okay, well, I now have enough to afford carbonate processing. It's going to cost 6, minus my 1 discount is 5, and I can use steel, so I'm going to use steel to get it down to 3, and I have exactly 3. So I have to give up
Let's go.
1 of my energy production, and I get 3 more heat productions.
Sweet.
That's 1, and now I'm going to turn in, now my specialty, I'm Ecoline, and I specialize in plant stuff, so I only need 7 plants to put in a greenery. So I'm going to turn in 7 plants
Okay.
for a greenery tile.
So we see.
And I'm going to put my greenery tile right here.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? These are ocean tiles. Are those ocean places?
No.
Okay, well I took a 2 and a 1, so I'll do the same. I'll put the 2 and the 1
Okay.
so that it's the same.
Yeah. So we
And
don't
then I'll
end
put
up-
the greenery tile here
Okay.
and take another point on here,
Uh-huh.
and I get a point on here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I get 2 more plants.
Did I take a point here when I
Green.
put the plant in?
I
Green,
thought
I don't think
so. I don't know.
I
don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Go ahead and do it if you think you're supposed to.
I did 1 for the heat, but I didn't do 1 for the plant. So.
Okay, so that's 2 actions for me.
Okay.
Back to you.
I am going to use my dirigibles here to put, well, no, I don't want to do that first. What I want to do first is do this, the forced precipitation. When I turn that, I can turn in 2 floaters to raise Venus by 1. And then I will do my dirigibles now, and that gives me 1 floater there. That's 2 actions. Your turn.
Pass.
Okay. I have 1 more action to do. I'm going to spend 7 finally to do this and get my steel production up.
Okay.
And now I'm completely broke, so
So then we
Pass.
would do
yeah.
managing our stuff here.
Yeah. But are we about done?
I thought we'd finish this and do the
Okay.
events one more time to show
Okay,
them that
yeah.
before we
Okay. Sounds good.
conclude. 26, he's
and
34.
5. And we get 1 of these. 1 of these.
Okay, 34. Okay.
4 of these.
So this just give you a chance to see the events one more time, and
Yeah.
you get the first
Oh, wait a
event when you're
minute. These
done.
guys go here. And then I get 5.
Oh, I didn't actually give myself 7 for that.
Okay.
Oh, look at all that heat production.
Right. So got all the income squared away. So
Event.
now event. I'm first. Comet. Raise temperature 1 step and place an ocean tile. Remove up to 3 plants from any player. So now it's my turn.
So an ocean tile.
An ocean tile. It doesn't look like we're going to have a problem with oceans this time. Well, I guess I'll put 1 there and take 2 planties. And that's it. You're
And then I have an event. Now this, the temperature has to be 2 degrees C or higher. And since
not.
the temperature is not 2 degrees here or higher, I can't take advantage of this event card, so it's a non-event. We do still have to comply with those requirements, so. But that shows
That's
2
it?
rounds,
Okay.
shows some events.
Yep. So that's how we're playing this. We found that Venus is a little distracting from your Martian activity, but it increases our production and our income sufficiently that it seems to balance out pretty well. We end up racing a little bit to get done before the 12th generation, but that's what makes it interesting, right?
Yeah, well, and of course we have difficulty adjustments, and it's simply a matter, I mean, there's only 9 ocean tiles in the game, but, you know, if it's fine, turns out to be a little too easy or a little too hard, you just adjust how many greeneries, cities, or plant tags, animal tags that you have to put in. As a matter of fact, we haven't found any of those. That's
Yeah, that's going to be our hard time.
That's going to be our bane if we don't
I
find
think so.
enough animal tags.
Yeah, because I think that the rest of it looks like it's more or less, I mean, oceans are obviously not a problem.
Well, we've just finished 7 generations. We have 5 to go, and we've got to come up with 9 animal tags, so that's probably going to be our bane.
Yep. So, that's how we're playing this. We have instructions on our website at www.dragonphoenixgames.com, and just give us your email and we'll let you have access to the instructions for this and all of our other games. And we hope you enjoy it. And thanks again, Theo.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.